What's up guys, this is Crumsion from Storm, and I'm here to reveal a new card from the upcoming Shadowverse expansion, Steel Rebellion. The card I'll be revealing today is a gold Dragoncraft card called Dragon Ranch. And Dragon Ranch is an 8 playpoint amulet of Countdown 2 that has an immediate fanfare effect which summons a random dragon from a pool of 3 options. So the first dragon it can summon is a Hellflame Dragon, which is a 4 attack 3 defense follower of Rush. And the second option you can summon is just a vanilla regular dragon, which is a 5 attack 5 defense stat line follower. The third option, and the strongest by far, is the Windblast Dragon, which is a 5 attack 5 defense follower of Storm. So the following 2 turns after, the amulet will actually randomly summon one of the remaining followers which it didn't summon so far. So that means on the third summon you should know exactly what you're going to be pulling, and you can maybe even prepare for what's going to come out. The first thing I thought of when I saw this card was Canyon of the Dragons, which is an old card, really popular around Starforge Legends era, and it gave Ramp Dragoncraft the ability to generate large followers every turn. You know, it's really similar with Dragon Ranch. They both have a ton of value, but they're pretty slow initially. However, they have a lot of differences as well. So Dragon Ranch immediately summons a dragon, or one of the 3 random dragons, and that can help impact the board immediately, which makes it a much safer option compared to the old Canyon of Dragons to drop. So that's actually a really big difference and a strength of Dragon Ranch. But a downside of Dragon Ranch is that it's 1 play point more compared to Canyon of the Dragons, which can actually be a really big deal for Dragoncraft. So currently Dragoncraft decks, they sacrifice a lot of early game play points in order to ramp up faster to your end game cards. So you'll be using play points on cards, maybe like Dragon Oracle. So once you get to those high play points, 7 to 8, that kind of threshold, you need to be making strong swing turns to recover the board state that you lost by sacrificing a lot of play points to ramp up. So typically during that 7 to 8 play point area, you'll be seeing strong cards such as Poseidon or Galmiu. Those will help recover the board state. So Dragon Ranch's biggest flaw is that's initially a little slow, and you need 3 turns to get the full value out of it. So it can be pretty hard to drop if you're already a little behind on board. Board space is another issue that Dragon Ranch will kind of face, and the amulet itself occupies 1 space while the summoning of a dragon will occupy another. So that's already 2 board spaces, and board space is not something that a lot of people will actually consider. So one of the strongest Dragoncraft cards right now, Poseidon, takes 3 board spaces alone to get its full value. And so one of the strongest options Dragoncraft has right now is Poseidon plus Masamune. But if you have Dragon Ranch on the board, that takes 2 board spaces and Poseidon takes 3, so you can't even play Masamune on top of that. So board space will be a huge issue for Dragon Ranch. In Dragoncraft, they play a lot of low cost followers actually, stuff like Disciple of Disdain, which later in the game will help you cycle and draw a card, or they play a ton of low cost followers, especially 2 and 3 play point, that type of area. So board space is going to definitely be a big issue with this card. However, with all these downsides, I definitely am excited for this card. It has a ton of value. We see Canyon of the Dragons had a big impact on the meta. Back in Starforge Legends, you saw a lot of tech cards to remove amulets. That's how strong Canyon of the Dragons is. It just has so much value. So you can see the same thing with Dragon Ranch in the upcoming expansion. I'm really excited for that. So yeah, that wraps up a review of the new upcoming gold Dragoncraft card, Dragon Ranch. I'd like to give a shout out to Saigans for letting me reveal such a sick card today for the upcoming Steel Rebellion expansion. And if you'd like to follow and interact with me, then you can find me on Twitter at CrumsionSV. I post deck lists and other competitive Shadowverse content. So yeah, if you're interested in that, feel free to check it out. And thanks for watching today, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.